Welcome to the Finding Nebo Podcast, where we talk about all the good things happening in Nebo School District. We are your hosts, Lindsay Hughes
and Seth Sorensen. I
love this time of year.
Me too. It's really exciting because we have a lot going on in the school district.
Yes.
We're getting close to graduation. We're almost, third term is almost over.
Almost over, like a week and a half or something?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then next thing you know, we'll be over at graduation and the year will be done.
That is honestly insane to think about. The fact that it's March is crazy. But I love this time of year, number one, because it's spring and we have lots of baby calves. Those are my favorite. But also within the school district, we have, because of retirements, we have lots of change, new appointments.
Yes.
And so this episode, we are talking to all of our new appointments. So these people have been admins already, but they're all moving to a different role. So our first guest is Dave Gneiting.
Dave, welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you.
We're so glad you're here. So why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself personally and professionally?
Okay, well, personally, I don't think this is a big secret. Most people that know me know that I love to fish.
Yes.
But I really like all outdoor activities. I like to hike. I like to bike. I love dogs. I've always had dogs. I love dogs.
I knew I liked you.
I like to garden.
I did not know that.
I do. I like to garden. I think that if I could go back in time, I might be a fruit farmer.
Really?
Yes, because I love fruit trees. I love to prune them. I like the way that they look after you prune them, and you can shape them, and you can create. It's kind of an artistic thing, really.
That is
interesting.
An interesting fact about you.
Yeah, if you go look at the commercial orchards, there's a very distinct way that they prune, and their trees always look so nice after they're pruned. So I like that. I like history. And I like road trips. I like art.
Okay, professionally. You've had a fun professional career.
Yeah. I'm not I think most people think that I'm the typical educator, meaning someone who has gone to school, they've started teaching, then they become a school administrator and so forth. That was not my path. My path was occupational health and safety. So I started out right out of college. I started working in steel fabrication shops. I started working on construction sites. In fact, I worked for a company called Light Construction on what was called the Micron site up at the point of the mountains.
Yes.
And that was a pretty amazing job. When you see that site from the highway, it looks small. What people don't understand is it goes multiple levels under the ground. It's huge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was really fascinating to see that whole project come together.
Cool.
So anyway, then I started working with State Risk Management and the Utah School Boards Association, and ultimately ended up here in Nebo School District. And about the time, shortly after I started working here in Nebo School District, I went back to school. Did my master's in public administration. And anyway, so risk manager for the Nebo School District for a number of years. Then I moved to legal. Now I'm going to HR.
Yes. So in legal, your title was?
Civil Rights Coordinator, 504 Coordinator.
Okay. And now?
Yeah. So now let's talk about your new position in human resources a little bit. Tell us a little bit about that position.
Well, I'm just learning. The person that I'm replacing, Jim Welburn, I've had a couple of meetings with him. He's helping me get up to speed. I'm not up to speed yet, but I'm learning. So I know that I'm going to be working with the premise health clinic over here. I'm going to be working with the people that our brokers and the insurance companies select health for our health insurance. I'll be doing benefits fair and recruiting and some other things like that. I'm not sure exactly all of the stuff underneath of that. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But those surface level, that's what I'll be doing.
So a lot
Awesome.
with employee wellness and treatment and insurance and all of those things.
Yeah.
Benefits.
So tell us what you're most excited about.
Probably getting to know a new group of people down
Mhm.
there. Also, I am excited about a change in responsibilities.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. It's always fun to get a new start, try something different.
I feel like our strengths come out when we have change. I don't know. I feel like it's a renewed sense of accomplishment when we have a different job.
yeah, well, it brings on a new
It
challenge.
does.
And
And you're going to succeed because you have a lot of good people behind you.
that is, yeah, absolutely. I do have a lot of good people. I mean, one of the things that I really like about Nebo School District is the people. There's just,
Yeah.
I've found my experience has been great support.
Yep.
Agreed. We have some wonderful people at Nebo.
We do.
So to go, what would you say to your legal department leaving, and what would you say to the HR department arriving?
I think what I'd say to the legal department is that I hope that every one of them knows that I care about those individuals personally. They feel kind of like very good friends, and kind of almost family in a way,
Yeah.
so to speak. You spend so much time with them,
You do.
right?
Yes.
And you share so much information with those people that you work close with, right? They kind of almost become an extension of family. And I would say to the people in the HR department that I'm looking forward to having that same kind of relationship with them.
Awesome.
Yep. Well, we're excited to have you move into that position. I think it's going to be a really good fit for you, given your skill set. And I think you're going to enjoy the department down there.
I agree. Dave, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yep. We appreciate
You're
you being
welcome.
here.
Thank you.
Okay, we're really excited about our next guest. Our next guest is Tona Graff, who is also moving to a new position within the district. So Tona, thank you for being here today.
Welcome.
Of course, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Appreciate
And what we want to start out with is a little bit about you personally. So tell our viewers who Tona Graff is.
I've loved all of my experiences as a teacher, coach, principal, dean of students. I am just I love working with kids, and that's who I am. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Nevada, Las Vegas area, Boulder City,
Okay.
small town, and came up to Utah to go to BYU. I had the opportunity to do student teaching at Payson and was offered a job there and just loved the faculty, loved the community, decided to stay. I taught math there for 23 years and coach basketball and softball mainly. A few years of volleyball and a little bit of speech and debate in there as well. But really, like that was my love of just working with students to be just a small part of their lives to hopefully provide a great opportunity for them in some way, whether in the classroom or on the field or on the court, different things. After 23 years, decided to challenge myself and go into administration. And I was fortunate to be able to spend my first 2 years at Payson as the dean of students, and then had the opportunity to go to the Springville area and be an assistant for another 4 years, and love being a Red Devil and love that community as well. I quickly found that kids and faculty and communities in this area, they're just, I love them all. Like they have been so welcoming in each of the areas that I've been able to be at. And that was exactly what happened when I went to Mapleton Junior High as a principal. Very supportive, wonderful students, wonderful teachers, wonderful community, parents, very supportive. It's just, I feel like it's been a dream career. Um, Personally, I have a great family. I love to spend time with my family. my nieces, nephews. We do a lot of boating activities. Being from Boulder City, Lake Mead, it was just like down the hill. So I spent a lot of time on the lake. I love now Lake Powell is where I love to spend my summers and just love being outside. Love just enjoying, I guess, the national parks and water. I love water. Kind of thing.
So the one thing Tana didn't mention in her career is that she did her admin internship at Spring Lake Elementary,
right.
and that is where I first met her. I was the facilitator at Spring Lake, and I think you might have been our first admin intern, and I'm like, I love this woman. Like, how
Yeah.
can I be like Tana Graff? So that was really fun.
Thank
And you didn't even look like a deer in headlights. You didn't even look like you didn't belong in an elementary school, but that was your first experience there, right?
Yes, it was. And actually, it informed a lot of the things that I even did. I was teaching still at the time, part-time. And just the amount of work that elementary teachers put into their classroom. I had one sign that said happy everything, and it had like a little symbol for every holiday. And I'm like, man, I am embarrassed. And I went and I seriously decorated my room up for that year. I'm like, I went back.
I didn't know that.
And I'm like, I'm like, I need to step up and do and be better. And it was fabulous and it was fun. And my kids enjoyed it. It really helped my
Just so you
experience.
know, elementary teachers, we are a different breed. We really,
Yes.
Yes,
we really are
elementary and
quite different.
secondary
Yes.
are very different.
We are different.
Yes.
But I'm
Just
glad you
completely.
loved it.
I
We're
know,
like, I'm
I
going to
did.
step it up. And
I know.
even high school kids love it.
They did.
Right?
They
Yeah, they
really
do.
did.
Yeah.
And well, and it did make my environment like way better for myself and for them.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Well, that was my first interaction with Tana, and I loved it. Okay, you now are leaving Mapleton Junior High, and you have been appointed as the principal of Spanish Fork High School. So, first of all, did you see that coming?
No, it was a little bit of a surprise for me. I kind of feel like I've been preparing myself for this role. For most of my career, I've just had a lot of experiences in different areas in the high school.
Yeah.
But I was doing some great things at the junior high. I was happy where I was at, and so I really didn't expect a change. So it did come as a little bit of a surprise to me.
So, after the initial
That's
shock,
exciting.
how are you feeling now?
Oh, so excited. I 29 years of my career have been at the high school level. And so I guess I love the energy of the high school.
Oh,
I love all of the outside activities. I love the curriculum, whether you're in AP or just CTE or just fine arts. There's just so many different opportunities for students, and that they can almost specialize in some ways, in some areas.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love the students are just high school students are just so enjoyable. They're funny. They love to have that school spirit. It's just such a contagious atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited, especially Spanish Fork.
Spanish Fork is a special place.
I do believe that. There are so many things that they are doing at that school that I'm just excited to be a part of. One thing I found quickly was that we just have a wonderful community. And in Nebo, and every time I leave a school and go to a new one, I'm worried, but then I get there and I start meeting people, and they're just, the students are fabulous, the teachers and staff are fabulous, and so I am not worried at all. I know that this community of Spanish Fork is I'm just going to enjoy getting to know them and the opportunities that come for me to grow, but also to be a part of their tradition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I know Mapleton Junior is going to miss you, and I know Spanish Fork's going to miss Matt, but I feel like you and Matt are quite similar. I don't know in all the areas, but as far as getting to know your people and really putting an effort to get to know your kids, I know you are very similar. So I'm excited that the students aren't going to have to be like, oh no, there's a principal that we're not going to know. Nope. I know you're going to be in the halls, and I know you're going to be learning their names and getting to know them. And so I love that, that they're not going to miss that.
No, and I'm gonna strive to be at the same level as Matt. Like
You're there, Tona.
He set a bar. So but that's the best part about our job is really getting to know the people that we're around, including the students, and like I'm setting goals to get to know everybody and to know everybody's names. So
and that was his goal too. So I love that.
Yeah.
And you're right. High school kids are funny. I live with one, and he's not as funny living in my home, but he for sure is. I'm sure at school they really, I think really like
they
him at
have
school.
great sense of humor.
They do.
They do.
I've said
They
for
do.
years I would love to be in high school. I just think it would be so fun. So I love
Will
that.
you come over and visit anytime you want?
I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
heard it here.
Yep.
If I'm always at Spanish Fork, it's Tona's fault. Bart
Right,
and Jake
so-
might get sick of me.
So to kind of wrap things up, with you going down to Spanish Fork and leaving Mapleton Junior, what are some parting thoughts you'd like to leave for the faculty and staff at Mapleton Junior? And what are some thoughts you'd like to share with the faculty and staff of Spanish Fork High as you move into that position?
Well, I think speaking to the community of Mapleton Junior, I'm just so grateful for just the acceptance and the immediate welcoming that I received from both the community and the students and the teachers and staff there. Their culture is just so phenomenal that it's, that I believe that students feel comfortable and they are accepted by their teachers and they have fun in the classroom and I just love that atmosphere. I'm just so grateful to have been a part of that and for what I've learned through that. And I've learned a lot about creating relationships and having those lasting relationships. And I believe that I made several that I will continue to have long life friends. As I go to Spanish Fork, I look forward to having the same experience. I'm so impressed by I've been able to meet the faculty. I felt like almost everybody came. Like I was so accepting. Again, that same experience. It was so fun to get to know them. So personable. I look forward to getting and spending some time and getting to know students and the community there. I am open to suggestions and and looking to improve myself and to become a part of that community and to hopefully make a positive impact in the Spanish Fork High School.
I'm excited to watch you as a Spanish Fork High School principal. I think you're going to do incredible things there. And I know if they don't love you already, they're going to very
Yes.
quickly because
Thank
you
you.
are very easy to love. But Tona, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It was fun. I've enjoyed it. So go Don.
Our next guest on the podcast is RaShel Anderson. RaShel, welcome.
Thank you.
I, just so that everybody knows, I love RaShel. I love RaShel. I would tell you all what I think about her, what I told her the other day, but it's not appropriate for camera. So one thing I will say about her is that she's the kindest human you will ever meet on the planet.
I agree. I had the chance to work for her for several years. and
Bless you.
I know. She tolerated me for several years. So anybody that can do that is a kind person.
Then we're in the same boat then.
Thank you. You guys are.
I babysat you for a few
You've
years too.
babysat me for 3 years.
Okay.
So
Good.
and you've had to put up with both Dave and I. So
I should get a
There you
gold
go.
star.
I love working with Seth at Spanish Oaks. He was a fantastic teacher. And I loved working with Lindsay at the district. I've learned so much from her and from Seth, and it's great. Thank you, though.
Yes. So, RaShel, for our viewers that don't know you very well, tell us a little bit about yourself personally and professionally. Now, we don't have like 25 years for her to talk about professionally because she literally has held every job in the
She's
district.
done
But
everything.
let's see. Go ahead.
You
have.
start with professionally?
Yeah.
Okay, so I started my career as a math teacher at Spanish Fork Junior High. Loved teaching at the junior high level. And then I went over to Spanish Fork High School and I taught there. And I also coached cheer. And that was super fun. And then I became a school counselor and I did 1 year as an elementary school counselor at Barnett, Parkview, and Rockbank.
Wow.
And then I went to Springville High School as a school counselor. I worked there for a while and I loved working with those students. And in fact, many of some of our school counselors now and teachers, I was their counselor. So that's super fun. And I was also Matt Christensen's math teacher, who will be who's the new director of secondary. So it's awesome to see former students choose the path of education and to see all of the positive things they've been doing. And from there, I went to Spanish Oaks Elementary with Seth, and I was the principal there for 7.5 years. Loved elementary world and loved Spanish Oaks. And then from there, I went to Maple Mountain High School. I was the assistant principal. And then I became the Mapleton Junior High principal. And then I was able to, and loved all of those. And then I was able to go to Payson High School, and I was the principal there. I love the Payson community. That was so much fun to be there. And then I came over to the district office, and I was able to work with our principals and educators. And then I'm currently working with our school counselors and social workers and doing things like that.
And next on your list, your new appointment is
The principal of Springville Junior High, and I am so excited.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, I am so happy to go back to a school. I've missed it every single day. I can't wait to work with students and teachers and school counselors and the entire school community. It will just be so much fun. So I'm really excited. I love the energy there too. Every time you walk through that door,
yeah,
it
I agree.
feels
It's a good place.
so great.
Yeah.
Tiffany Miley is fantastic, and their team, they are doing so many exciting things. I'm so excited to be part of what they are building.
I agree. It's
Yeah,
a good place.
it's a good faculty. We have a lot of really good faculties
Yes,
in
we
this
do.
district,
I
and that's
know.
one of them. And so that's exciting that you're going to be headed there. What are you looking forward to most about your new job?
Just building relationships with students and with everyone that works at the school and with parents. Just trying to help support them as they learn and achieve and get ready to go off to high school. I'm just excited to just be there and help them feel safe and seen and supported and smart, capable, all of the things we want all of our students to feel and know.
So we are hoping the entire community of Springville Junior High is going to be watching this podcast.
Yes.
So you skipped personally. So
Oh.
who is RaShel Anderson personally?
I'm born and raised in Spanish Fork.
Okay.
My dad was a farmer in Lake Shore. My mom grew up in Spanish Fork. They both graduated from Spanish Fork High School. Their parents graduated from Spanish Fork High School. So just a long line of history here in the Spanish Fork community. And in fact, my grandma was a teacher here and the Spanish Fork librarian.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I have some educators in my family, and I've just always been passionate about education. In fact, when I first went to college, I was pursuing a career in electrical engineering, and I really liked it, but I missed the connection and the people factor. And I remember my calculus teacher saying, "You should be a teacher. You should look into that." And so that just really called to me, and I'm so glad I chose education. And so that's my background. I have 6 children, 3 sons, 3 daughters. They're amazing. They all live in Utah County, so I'm very grateful. I have 11 grandchildren, and they're
Wow.
adorable, and I love them so much. So that's
Grandkids are the best.
they are. So I could just they bring me so much happiness. I also love to do anything outdoors. I love to ride horses. That's probably the thing that I love the most, and I don't get to do that nearly often enough. But ride horses. I love to hike. ski, boat, paddleboard, bike, jog, run. You could probably slow jog, not that fast. But I've run some half marathons and marathons, but I'm not very fast. But I do like that after I've done running. And just anything outside. I just love it. So beautiful. So much to be grateful for.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
Yeah. So as you're getting ready to transition into this new job, and you're leaving this old job, what would you like to say to the people that you've had the opportunity to work with here, first of all, at the district office, and then what would you like to tell this new faculty that you're going to be working with at Springville Junior High?
well, that could take a long time. But I am just so grateful for the opportunities I've had here and all of the relationships that I've been able to make. I've learned so much from everyone. I know so much more about mental health and the needs and all the resources out there to help our students and families, which I'm grateful for. And Danny Lundell's been instrumental in helping me learn a lot about that. And I love working with our school counselors and social workers. Our office staff, it's so nice to walk in and I get greeted with a smile and a connection and true, authentic care about who I am and my family. And so I've had so much support here. Lindsay being one, Seth. So thank you. That makes me so happy. I've been able to be on the curriculum team the last couple of years, and I've learned so much about what we're doing with our MTSS systems, with our well-being, how everything connects, how important it is to teach students in a tier 1 setting, teach them well in everything academically, and how to be a good citizen and be respectful and understand their feelings and how to control their emotions, all of the things that make us good humans and help us feel more joy and happiness. So I just have such a broader view being here that I'm so excited to take back and apply in a setting where we have students and teachers and just learn from them. I love to learn. Like I'm an avid reader and I love to learn new things. I get really excited to learn new things. When we did a lot of us went to Deloitte to do Courageous Principles, and my two highest, I was a pioneer and an integrator. And so a pioneer can be kind of scary because I get really excited about new things and the possibilities, but an integrator connects with people and trusts them to slow down a little. So I don't want Springville Junior, don't get nervous. I will not put new things. We're just going to continue what you're doing and just I'll learn from you. But I do get excited when I see things that could make the system better and could support student learning in a deeper way. So that energizes me and makes me excited. And so thank you to everyone there. And just Springville Junior, I have been amazed. Tiffany is one of the people that I look up to very most. And the systems that she's put in place with the faculty and the trust and love she has for the entire faculty and for the students, and her ability to help everyone continue to grow and continue to learn and grow and just develop their capacity to be leaders. It amazes me. I've been receiving emails and there's so much leadership going on and so much ownership of so many great things. And I am just so excited to actually see it and feel it, and to see all these good things happening that will bless our students' lives, and it blesses our teachers' lives too, because it feels so good when you make a difference and help students learn at deep levels. And just excited. And
we're really excited for you, and we're excited for Springville Junior High because I think they're getting a really great asset to their schools. So.
I agree.
Thank you,
we
Sam.
are going to miss you here.
Yeah.
You bring a sweet, kind, calming presence to the district office. So I will miss that tremendously. But Springville Junior, you're getting a good one.
Yes.
So you are lucky.
Thank you.
RaShel, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, our next guest is Nate Holt. Nate, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Nate, we're so
We
glad you're
are-
here.
We're excited to have you. So why don't we start off with you telling our viewers about Nate Holt? Who is Nate Holt?
Well, I have been with the district ever since the beginning. In fact, I grew up in this district. I went to school at Parkview Elementary, and my dad was a teacher in Nebo School District, and so I was a teacher starting about 20 years ago, and now I've been a principal for 5 at Brockbank. And
Let's touch on the greatest years of your life, though. Let's go back to your time as a Title I coordinator at Park.
Those were great years.
And for the record, you worked with 2 principals. I need to know right now on camera, who did you love working with the most?
You know, I really, really loved working with Ryan Kay. But Lindsay Hughes was pretty great too.
Dang it! On the record, Kay finally won. Ooh. Well, actually, what was that, like the first year there?
Ryan Kay was there for a year and a couple months. And
Is that all he worked?
Yeah, he was a year.
So
and
I
then-
really should have
yes,
surpassed him.
You took the cake there at
But
the
this
park.
is normal because I think my first year there, I got a note that said you were my second favorite principal, and she had one before, which was Ryan Kay.
Oh, you're still up there on the list. So pretty good.
That's pretty good. Okay, what else?
You could have been the worst.
I could have.
Um,
I might be now.
My wife's a teacher in Nebo School District. We've both been around about the same amount of time teaching. I always taught upper grades. She taught kindergarten. She now teaches preschool. So we're kind of on different ends of the elementary spectrum. And she would never want to do what I did, and
I don't think I
do what
no,
she does.
no.
So.
Yeah, kindergarten teachers should be paid triple what
I
everyone
agree.
else is paid.
I agree.
They really should.
They should, yeah.
Whoever's watching, kindergarten and first grade teachers need to be paid a lot more.
We should have had cameras back at Park when you and I would do the beginning of the year thing, because we were both upper grade teachers. So we'd have to go into these younger grade classrooms and like read a story and talk to them about Park and rules and whatever. And we'd walk out sweating, and like it was all we could do to like how do you keep all these kids sitting quietly while we read it? I mean, it was not 5th grade.
But you know what? I was telling someone the other day, it was lunchtime at Brockbank with kindergartners and first grade teachers, kids. And I said, I think I could be the principal of a school with just kindergartners and first graders.
Yeah, it
would be the happiest place.
It would be just so
It
joyful.
would.
Yes, it would.
They love school at that.
And you
Absolutely.
would be more of a celebrity there than anywhere in the whole world.
And then, I remember who I was telling my facilitator this. And then the next day, the kids were coming back to lunch. And then one of the kindergartners come down. She was sitting there with my facilitator. We were talking. And this little kindergartner comes down and she goes, and I'm like, see, that is the reason why right there.
5th grade doesn't do that.
No.
Junior high,
no,
middle
no.
school, high school. They
If they do, you gotta please stop. Please stop.
all right. Personally, you told us a little bit about Keeley, but do you have children?
Yes, we have 3
I
children.
already know the answer, but
And they all go to our schools here. I got a sophomore in high school, and
I was
then
going to correct you.
yes, and then a girl, and then a little gal in middle school, and 3rd grader.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah, 3rd grade. She's begging me to go on a field trip with her. And
Ooh, I think you should go. You haven't been on a
You
bus in a
should.
long time.
she'll probably not see this till after the field trip, so I'm trying to get out of it.
You haven't been on a bus in a really long
No,
time. I feel like you should
No,
go.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're right.
Yes.
Maybe I should.
All right, Mr. Holt, you currently are the principal of Brockbank Elementary. You were just appointed last week, 2 weeks ago, or last week,
Last week.
to be the principal of Westside Elementary
Yeah.
next school year.
Yep.
How you feeling about that?
You know, it's a hard thing to say because people ask me all the time, am I excited? And it's hard to say yes to that. I think I've come to the reason why. I am excited for the change. I think I've spent my whole career moving. I don't think I've been in one spot for more than 5 years. So I mean, I was at Goshen for about 7 years, but I was in 3 different grades throughout that time. So the fact that 5 years at Brockbank and now I'm making a move, it's normal for me. But I don't want to say I'm excited because I love Brockbank, and I don't want anyone in the Brockbank community to think that I'm excited to leave. 'Cause I'm not excited to leave that community. It's an amazing community. Am I excited for a change? Yeah, as soon as it comes and I'm ready to make that shift, it's going to be great.
Yeah. And you right now get to focus on finishing the
Yes.
school year strong at Brockbank
Yes.
before you're even thinking about what you're going to be doing at Westside.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think they deserve that.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
deserve to have me to give my 100% there while I'm there. So
Agreed.
Yep. Yep. So what are you looking forward to most in your new transition?
I've heard a lot about Westside, and I'm really actually excited about the dual immersion with the Spanish dual immersion. I don't know anything about it, and it's gonna be a new challenge, but I think it's a great thing to have in our school district, and I'm glad to be part of that. That's gonna be fun, and I think just a new change and just getting to know a new group of people and new kids and all of the challenges and things that come, new systems, all that stuff that comes with starting with a new school. I'm excited for that. It's going to be a challenge and a little scary, but I'm excited for it.
You're going to do so well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to say to your folks at Brockbank? And what would you like to say to your people at Westside?
Well, I would like to say to my people at Brockbank, I hope that I above all other things, I hope that I've been kind, and I hope that I've been a support to them in my time that I was there. And I'm gonna miss the kids, the families. I mean, it's such an amazing community. So I'm gonna miss them. And to Westside, I would just say I hope kind of the same thing, that I hope that I can go into this with kindness and into this with a way that's understanding, and that we can work together and help the kids and the families there. So
Well, we're sad for Brockbank, but we're really excited for Westside because you're getting a
Yes.
good one for
Yes.
sure. So Nate, thanks for joining us
Yep,
today.
thank you for being
Anytime.
here.
I know you don't have anything else on your plate.
I just
This
love
schedule
being
was
here.
wide
This is
open.
great.